So part 2 of the setup is going to your Epic or your Brilliance and going right here. You're going to click on there and it's going to, oops, I'm signed in so I can't take you there. But you're going to go right here and it'll say sign in if you haven't done so already. And that's where you're going to put your credentials again. You're going to put your email address and your password. And that way your machine starts talking to your SewNet, which is there, and they'll start talking to each other so that when we go into the next video, which is our design placement app and our monitor app, your machine and your tablet or your phone are talking to each other. So take a minute, go in there, and make sure your Wi-Fi is on. Sorry, go here, and there's my Wi-Fi. So I'm all connected, and if you have not signed in, your cloud is probably gray or yellow. It's not signed in. So once you sign in here, you'll be able to connect to the cloud, and your syncing will all start to happen just magically. If you haven't turned your clock on, you can go to your tools. Your tools turn on as soon as you go into a page, and you can go into machine settings, and down here a little ways it says clock. We are in a -5 time zone, and I tell you, there's more countries and cities in this thing than I've ever heard of in my life. I wanted mine on a 12-hour format. I wanted to automatically update, which is this weekend because I'm taping this right before Halloween, and I want to show my clock up on my toolbar so that I know what time it is. So if you like a 24-hour clock, you can. If you don't want that to show up on my toolbar, oops, there, see it's gone? But I want it to show up. I keep my machine in millimeters just because that's what matches my hoop sizes. I know some of us can't figure out millimeters, but your hoop sizes are all in millimeters, so it's much easier for me to look at my machine and to have it say 200 by 200 than whatever the inches turn out to be. So I like to leave mine in millimeters. And there's my brightness. I can change my brightness. I have my machine quite low. Right now it's really bright. So for videoing purposes, I keep it kind of low. Otherwise I get too much reflection back. And it's going to show me my hours. I've sewed on it 13 hours and I've embroidered on it 58 hours. And if I go back out of here and go back into my JoyOS Advisor, it tells me you have spent 61 hours and 96 minutes sewing together with Betty Lou, who is my machine. So there we go. There's my blogs. You can close them down if you don't want them on. You can go right there and turn your blogs back on. And lots of stuff on there. So when you're hooked up to your Wi-Fi, once you get all this hooked up, and you can go in here, and there's so many ideas and techniques, and they give you designs, and just on and on and on and on. It just goes forever. And they're always downloading something. It just seems like every time I turn around, there's something new in here to look at, to watch, to play with, and whatnot. So once you're signed in, if you have taken out your SewNet subscription, your library, that's where you're going to go get your library. Right down here is where your library lives, mySewnet library. If you haven't tried it, give it a try for a month. It's $24.95 a month. Right now there's 5,200 designs available to play with. If I want to go up here and I just say, oh, it's getting close to Christmas. Come on, baby, wake up. Oh, I better type, duh. Christmas. Spell it right? Yep. And very quickly, it will start generating the Christmas designs built into here that I can stitch out to my heart's content as long as I have my SewNet library active. 5,200 designs. It's grown from 4,000 designs in a year to 5,200. And so lots of cute stuff. Tap it, put it on my screen. Oop, where'd he go? There he is. Oh, he looks kind of fun. So anyway, lots of stuff into that SewNet library. Some of you, when you got your machine, got a 3-month subscription for free to the SewNet library. And so if you haven't activated yet, might be a good time to do so. They have over 100 designs ready for our ribbon attachment. So if you have the ribbon attachment, you can find that. So we could go back up here. Back up and type in ribbon. Ribbon embroidery attachment, it comes up, and it starts to generate my ribbon embroidery attachment stitches. Some of you have been online and seen some of these. Where's that big old lion head? It's in here someplace. But some of these, here's a llama, you've probably seen that online. But a lot of these designs have stitches along with the ribbon embroidery. But my goodness, what a good access to have and to play with for your machine. Starting November 9, 2020, we are able to add software to our SewNet library subscription. It's a base package or the Premier, or they call it Platinum, we used to call Ultra, which is a full program, but the base package is $24.95 a month, just like your subscription to SewNet library, but now you get software, 200 plus fonts, hundreds of super designs. They've added a lot of stuff to that software, so you might want to take a look at that right now till the end of the year, I believe. If you want to do that, you can get it for $249. You pay for 10 months and you get 12 months, so that includes the library and new software. So kind of an interesting concept for those of you that are brand new and don't have any software at all. That might be a great way to try it. That way your software is always up to date. So that's a little intro to how to get your SewNet onto your machine and activated. And if you stay online, you won't have to ever disengage. It just stays there, and that way your blog's always up to date. If you put designs on your cloud to put in your machine instead of off a USB stick, you can just go to the cloud and get your designs. And if you don't know how to do that, get rid of Santa there. You can go, go to my folder, and there's my cloud. It's lit, so those are designs right now that I have in the cloud. And so there they are. So just a few. Don't keep a lot out there. Just a few to play with. So anyway, quick and easy. You can get at the cloud instead of putting them on a USB stick. So that's part 2 of getting us ready to go on our machines using the SewNet and the apps. Thanks for watching. Click like if you liked it. This is Carol from Lakeshore Sewing, Wyoming, Michigan. Thank you.